So now we're going to be adding materials to our scene. So to do this, we're going to open Asset Editor. Similar to the introduction tutorial, we'll use the V-Ray materials as they turn out the best. I'll show you briefly how to add your own textures using your own images. But for now, we'll open our V-Ray library. And we're going to look at our scene and then add each material that we're going to use for this model. So first off, we'll start with the couch. We're going to need a kind of leather texture. So let's have a look through our leather textures. Right click, add to scene. And then there'll be some sort of metal holding the seat. So we'll go with our aluminium again. And so to save time on this tutorial, I'm just going to keep doing this. We'll just look at each object on the scene and then add the corresponding material. So I'll just skip ahead. So now on the list here, we have all of our materials that are in the scene. So to apply it, we're going to go ahead and select the objects to apply it to. So you select the object in the viewport, same as before. Right click on your material and go apply to selection. And then remember to add the box mapping. So I'll go ahead and do this and add it to all of the objects in the scene. So for our floor texture, we're going to go with some tiles, but we want to go with black tiles. However, in the V-Ray default materials, there's only these white ones. So we'll go ahead and add our material. We'll go to coat, go coat amount, and we'll turn it up to about 0.8. And we'll bring this slider down here to coat color. We'll bring the amount up to full actually, and then you can adjust it to the color that you want. So there you go, we got our black tiles now. And so now you can see all our materials have been applied to our frame. Now you'll notice there might be some reflection in the TV. In this one you can't exactly see it. However, if we change the angle, you'll see that other light objects in the scene will show up on the TV. So to help this, we'll go ahead and add a dome light, similar to the interior one we added in the last tutorial. Now you'll be able to see that we've added our dome light. If there's any objects in the scene that have reflections on them, they will show up in the reflections, such as on the glasses. Well, it's very subtle, but you can see where the lights are, and it just makes it look a lot more realistic. And the reflective surfaces don't fully show up in your render if you want to show it. So we're going to add a subtle light next to the TV, so it will bring out the reflectivity of it. So we'll go ahead and add another light, just a very small thin one. We want to use interactive view to make sure that we can see this. So we'll go ahead and turn off all of our other lights. And so this way, we'll be able to set up the light to where it's reflecting onto the TV. So as you can see, you can't see the light reflecting off the TV. So go ahead and adjust the position of that. And we'll just set to a very low intensity. Just so you get a subtle reflection on the TV. And we'll go ahead and turn on our other lights. And this is how it will look. So in the next tutorial, we'll go over how to export this for a final render. Interactive view is a good way to look at any imperfections in it. So I think here we can slightly turn up the main light. But yeah, so that's all for this video. and we'll get into the render settings on the next video.